I'm saying we ain't never gonna run though. You playing, but you got the right one though. You can get it out, boy, we get it poppin'.
Damn good show. Aloha, everyone.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours, bullshit pay, so I could just sit here and waste my life away with Steve Harloha and Ronnie Cash today. It's such a damn shame.
It's Unfiltered.
Coming in close and hot.
How do you make it out of your front door and you don't even know how to get gas? I just don't get it.
No, they're not going to take us out because they need us. We make the world go round.
You're just taking up space. You're here sucking up air.
How you doing today, brother? I hope everybody's doing great today and having a great weekend. But I said, no, let's go ahead and cook something to eat because I'm starving to death. It ain't nothing like home cooking. She just cooked some breakfast. Well, she made scrambled eggs, with bacon, biscuits, and gravy. There ain't that much left, though, because I ate just about all of it.
It's still like 60 degrees. I'm like, ooh, I'm cold. And
it was cool when I got here, but 2 days later, I got up in the 70s, and everybody went golfing. Tuesday, Halloween, it's supposed to snow in Michigan. Last year, Chris took a picture of me shoveling the driveway in my bathing suit.
I didn't like the cold weather even when I was young, and now that's the last thing I want is cold and snow and everything.
It'll warm up, or in Michigan, it won't.
You, Hawk, Chap, David Devine, my best friends on here. Then after the welcoming part, we get into the deep part when we have our guests there. Well, when we get them on, we can just shut up and let them go.
Make a beer run. That was a long time ago. Ronnie's so old that he remembers Preparation A.
I sure do.
Man.
More than likely, sitting there puffing on one of them joints, so.
$15 for an 8.
Gold chip.
Hey, it's pretty good.
I think that there was some shit that came over, whether it be underwater, through the ice passage in the ice wall, above water, or maybe it's just portals that can open up.
They've got certain depths that submarines can't even go to.
Any other times in your plumbing career has something sounded as crazy as the Old Faithful butthole story?
Loving this, where the guy comes in and interviews the host. This is wonderful.
It's a great story. I had so many questions.
Maybe for medical misinformation, they could go fuck themselves. We talked absolutely nothing about medical whatsoever. There's 11 full-grown German Shepherds in here right now.
My old friend told me that I look like an orange with a toothpick shoved through it.
There's a special place in hell for that.
He's supposed to be the smart one.
Ronnie, I had to kill that rooster as the rooster's gone. You're going in one ear and out the other. You're going to turn the air condition up. I know how you get hot when you're sitting in that spot. Satan himself is dwelling right there in that computer, and we are fighting against him, bro. Hey, I want y'all to keep kicking ass because y'all are kicking ass.
Oh, and Gary, this question's been on my mind for a while now. Could you please watch our show more often and keep your son in line?
I tried.
Got a house, bunch of land, and a closet full of guns. Used to ride around town, bumping pocket full of stones. Now I'm on tour, popping, and I'm rocking out these shows. Still know how to lock and load. Where I'm from, we never fold. If you got a problem, come and holler at me on the road. I'm saying we ain't never gonna run though. You playing, but you got the right one though. You can get it out, boy, we get it poppin'. Run up if you want some, you gon' have a problem.
Aloha, everyone. All you beautiful people in the chat. And aloha, Dave's not here, man. And AKA HeatherJoy and Steve. Or should we go by Coach Steve?
That'd probably work.
Hey. Coach Kermit is actually what it is.
Kermit.
Yeah, that's
Kermit.
my name. He's
That's
called
right.
Kermit.
Coach Kermit, man. I couldn't remember that when I was talking to Ryan about it. I was like, no, it was something. It was Kermit. Yeah,
Kermit the Frog.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, shout out to everyone in chat. Wow, we got. Let me scroll back up.
Yeah, a lot of people in here already.
Snooks.
Hey, Charlie. Just came off of Charlie's.
Charlie Gabalden, Englishman, William Gramer,
Word.
Creek,
God.
Baby Love, Daisy. Who else am I missing? They said Charlie,
Chrissy, Englishman.
James, Chrissy Cat. What's up, brother James?
What's up, brother, man?
And then shout out to Ronnie. Ronnie's not feeling good, so everyone send your prayers for Ronnie.
We miss you, Ronnie, if you're listening. We miss you.
Yeah, we love you, Ronnie.
Hope you feel better, Ronnie. I'm praying.
Yep. So I want to bring up something. This is grinding my gears, and so I want to bring it up. I was talking to Steve about it last night, but in in Denver right now. You know, it's one of the sanctuary cities. They asked for it. Well, they got it. And they've shut down, or they're going to shut down 4 different, what do you call them? Places just for them to stay, for the immigrants to stay, shelters. Yeah. They're closing 4 different shelters, and they're asking the public, you know, people that own property that rent, you know, to consider renting to these people. And, you know, I'm thinking, well, they're being nice about it right now, but think about it, you know, and, you know, you guys you can call me racist. You can call me whatever. I don't care. But the people that are coming across the border right now aren't vetted. They haven't been able to make it in the country of, you know, their origin. They, you know, if they're coming here, they're being given everything. So this doesn't mean anything to them. If you had property, why would you want somebody who can't make it in their own country and, you know, doesn't appreciate anything because it's all being given to them? Why would you want them on your property? They wouldn't take care of it. They destroy it. And, you know, they're being
like I've always said, if someone doesn't earn something, they don't have respect for it, and they treat it like shit.
Yeah. You know, why would you want to rent to any of them? You know, it's our money that's paying for it anyway.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's our money to begin with that they're getting, and a lot of it's almost from like third world type countries, you know. So
maybe that's where Ronnie is right now. Maybe he's on top of his camper with a turret, keeping him that big.
There you go. Well, my question is, you know, right now they're being really nice about it, and they're saying, hey, let's, you know, would you guys please consider renting to these people? They need somewhere to stay, kind of thing. What point do they say you will give them a place to stay or you'll go to jail? You know,
right?
What do we do? What do you do to protect yourself? This is gads. Because right now they're being nice about it, but
yeah, because it can't be lawful. There's no way they could make that lawful that you have to.
Yeah.
Well, I heard another story about squatters doing that, like illegal aliens coming over and just walking into someone's house, and they're like, and they call the cops because they're like, I'm getting robbed, and then they're just like, no, we live here now, and then the cops kick the actual person that lives there out, instead of the people that just walked in and decided to make it their own home. It's like, well,
I noticed on Tuesday on YouTube, they were talking about a guy from Venezuela that shouldn't be here. And he's on TikTok and he's encouraging everybody to claim squatters' rights and, you know, go claim a house. And man,
well, if you've seen in Georgia, they're passing a bill right now that's, I guess, anti-squatters. So they're telling them you either get out, if you're squatting, get out, or we'll give you a permanent place to live.
Right.
But I don't
That's what they should
understand.
do all over.
Why don't they understand that the word criminal, you know, an immigrant, right, is illegal. He's illegally in the country. It has no rights. Constitution does not apply. He has no right to anything unless he comes through the gate, right?
Right. So squatting or not, he's to begin with.
You have to go to the beginning and say illegal. You have done something illegal. You snuck in the back door. You are here illegally, and we don't know your intentions. So you have no rights. You have to come in the front door like every other immigrant did. Nothing against immigrants. We want them. We love them. But come in illegally, you got to go.
Yep. And real quick, aloha, Media Bear, Dr. Clown. Aloha, brother. Good to see you.
Sir. What's up, baby?
Everyone check out his Media Bear's got a great channel.
There's a couple of people here I don't know them.
What's up, Media?
Yeah, Media Bear. Baby
Yeah, I've been following Media Bear for a couple of years. Great channel.
Steve, you just know tons of people with good channels. It's awesome. There's never a lack of somebody to watch.
Yeah, I had Dr. Clown on or Media Bear, Where It Begins. I had him
What's
on
up,
as a
Steve?
guest.
Welcome.
He plays the didgeridoo. Am I saying
Oh,
it right?
really?
What is it? The didgeridoo?
Those are the Aboriginal instruments, those big long logs. They use their nose to play it.
Yep, it's like yeah, it's really cool, man. I did the Where It Begins with them. It's a good show.
Cool. Yeah, I missed that. I'm gonna have to look that up and look that one up. So, cool. What's Nina doing?
I think she just got home from church.
I haven't seen her in a while either. It's
Hey, she's been around. Try to get her to come in and sit down today for a little bit. Gets the owner to sign him a lease, and he uses that to get the squatters out legal style. Oh, I think I've seen that. I think I've been on that channel before. Sounds.
Yeah, some places they have hard and fast rules and they can get people out, but there's a lot of places it's a lot more complicated. There was one guy I was watching a couple of weeks ago, and I don't remember what city it's in, but he had it was like a great big old house, and it had been divided up into different apartments and things. And he'd purchased it. He was trying to do work on it so that he could start renting it out. And a bunch of squatters took it over. And it took them months and months and months of work to get people out. And they had come in and done construction and wired the rooms up and everything. They had all their stuff. It was crazy. I don't get it. I don't understand.
City where everything makes 50 and it's out in the wood, and they had made their own town. And I'm like,
you're roboting, Dave.
Yeah. Can't hear you.
Roboting really bad. So
Can you hear me now?
Anything you just said. Oh, there you go. Okay, start over.
I was saying up in Traverse City in Michigan, which is normally like up north is like a place where people go to chill away from the city. These guys made a tent city, I guess. There's like 30 to 50 of them out in the woods, and they're just living in the woods in Traverse City now.
Dude, that's crazy you said that because, hey, Anna, Accountability Amplified, aloha. Hey, I'm wearing a shirt today. But real quick, Dave, because you just said that, it's crazy because there's a channel I just started watching recently is Nick Johnson, and he travels the world and a lot in the country and basically shows like all the ghettos and the hoods and the bad areas. And his last video was in Traverse City, and he showed that tent area that you're talking about. And he's also going to be a guest on the podcast in a few weeks. So
that's right.
Definitely check that channel out. Good channel.
What's the name of that channel?
I think
it's Nick
Johnson, isn't it?
Johnson, I believe. Let me
Nick Johnson.
I pulled it up a minute ago.
I'll find it.
He's the one that has like 947,000 subscribers. He's that guy.
What's your count number now? I'm curious. I haven't looked in forever.
Oh, mine 2.7, 2,700.
I think I might have 100. I'm not sure. I haven't done anything.
I'm at like 71. Don't feel bad. I just started.
You should have way more than 100, Heather.
Well, all of my stuff was done on the other channel, though. Most of my stuff was done on that other channel.
Oh, that's okay.
I helped build it, and then we split.
Nice accountability. That's good. Congrats.
Oh, 13K. Right on, Anna. That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, Anna's got a great channel. Her and her husband, Josh, which is the shirt I'm wearing, Accountability for All. So Accountability for All and Accountability Amplified both have great channels.
Cool. I'll have to check them out. Let's see.
And Heather, if one of my mods could put Dave's Not Here, man, and AKA HeatherJoy's link in the chat for me, that'd be awesome.
Well, I can put mine in there somewhere.
Because it just took me 5 minutes to find Nick's page, so it took me.
Yeah, I'll put mine in there.
I'm not fast with all that stuff. Josh hit over 100. Wow, I remember when he hit 100, and that didn't even seem that long ago. Good for him. Let's kick ass.
Oops. There we go. Gosh, I haven't done this in so long.
Gotta help each other out, man, you know, so we all grow together.
All right, there we go.
So I've been binging karaoke now for like 2 days in a row. I've been hitting every karaoke channel there was.
More than 2 days, because like 3 or 4 days ago, I'd go into channels and see you in there, and I'm like, I grew up with this guy. I haven't seen him in years, and all of a sudden he's everywhere.
It was at 5 o'clock in the morning. I even found one at 5 o'clock in the morning with like 8 people, and I'm just one eye open, one eye closed, like, yeah, man, sing it. Hey, Wolverines, how you doing?
Hey, Wolverines, aloha, brother.
Hey. Hey, Garrett. Hello.
Hey, Isaac, or Wolverines. I got your text. I didn't get a chance to watch that whole video yet, but I did get your text. I want to watch the whole video before I reply.
James, it's more like a cat dying when I sing, brother.
I don't know. The only person I've ever known that can't sing was Brother Sperry, our seminary teacher when we were in high school. He cannot sing on key. That's the only person I've ever met that cannot sing.
Hey, Indy.
Indy, aloha.
Yeah, I love
That's
it
just
too,
like
my
anything,
brother.
though. You gotta do it to get better at it, right?
Yep.
That's what you got to do. You got to hit them all and just try to figure out who does what and what's good and what works. And what's actually fun when you leave the channel, you know? That's what I'm here for. I want to have fun. I want to be entertained. I want to forget about life.
Exactly. That's the whole, for me too, anyway, that's the whole purpose, to give people a couple hours a week just to get away and forget about life and real problems and issues and have a good time and be entertained.
And in the meantime, I'm eating a bunch of homemade cookies over here, getting fatter. Pretty soon I will never leave my recliner.
Ex-bootlicker, aloha.
Hey.
In here.
Look at all these awesome people.
Heather just made some cookies last night. What were they?
Do you guys have crumble? Where you are, crumble cookie?
I had oatmeal.
It's just a copycat recipe, but they were cheesecake cookies. Oh, pretty good.
Hey, Double Dog.
Double Dog. So yeah, so I did that live yesterday just to check out, because I knew about for a couple of weeks, but the new vertical going live on your phone. So on my way to that birthday party, I was like, I'll just try this out. So for anyone that wasn't there, I just got to tell the story because it had me fired up the other night when it happened. But because the day before, Saturday, we went over to Nina's niece's house to help set up for the party. And, you know, I brought on my lawnmower and weed whip and all that to cut the grass for him. But I had to work too, so we didn't get there until like 4:35 in the afternoon. So right when I was finishing up, the sun was already going down, so it was already kind of dark. And this neighbor comes out and like waving his finger and like, "Whoa, you do that during the daytime? Oh, what's wrong?" Like just yelling. And I'm like, and a year before he did the same thing, but the year before I bit my tongue and I was nice to him because I'm like, well, I don't live here. It's not my neighbor. I don't want to start trouble. But an entire year later, and this asshole is like because I'm finishing the job I started and it just got dark. So it's like, well, first, who are you to tell me what to do? Second of all, what does it matter if I'm finishing up cutting the grass and the sun just went down? So my blood started boiling and I lost it. I just lost my shit and went off on this guy. I was a little nervous because I haven't been in an actual fist fight in a long time. And I'm like, I think I'm too old for this shit, man.
Yeah, be careful. You'll run out of breath just yelling at somebody now.
Right, I know. I was out of breath after it happened just from my adrenaline flowing. I'm like, dude.
Where were you cutting your grass at like 11 p.m. or something?
No, it was like this. Am I echoing?
Something's echoing. I can't tell what.
I'm not hearing anything from our end.
Let's see. Does someone have, let me check mine. Does someone have a YouTube open? Well, I'm sure everyone's got the YouTube open in the background, but is it muted?
Mine is.
Because if YouTube's open and it's not muted all the way, it'll get a...
Yeah.
My sound's all the way down on my speakers. I don't think it's me. Let's see.
But so anyway, so because we don't do the daylight savings, so
oh, that's right.
It gets in the wintertime, it gets dark around 6:30, and then in the summertime it gets dark around 7:30. So Saturday night is starting to get dark around close to 7, like almost 7. So
the equator.
That happened like right around 7, maybe 10 after 7 at night. So yeah, it's not like it was 11 at night or midnight. I could see that if someone's out there at midnight cutting the grass, like, what the hell are you doing? But yeah, the sun just went down, so it wasn't even late.
I thought where we moved, if we don't want to mow our lawn, nobody cares.
Right.
I mean, of course we're going to mow it, but nobody cares out here. It's nice. No HOAs or
no.
Oh, that yeah. Me and HOAs don't get along at all.
Oh man, don't get me started on the. Oh, I can't stand
it.
it.
Either. Kiss you.
Do you think the government's corrupt? Man,
they're all a bunch of
HOAs make HOAs make the government look like a bunch of very good people.
You probably can't even have a fire in the backyard.
Can't do anything. And they can tell you that you have to paint your house.
Hey, paint it blue. You're
Ronnie.
Oh, right. Hey, Ronnie's watching. Ronnie, we miss you.
Is it Ronnie?
Brother Ronnie. He's in the chat.
Big Ronnie. I'm praying for you, man.
Yep. Oh, there was something I wanted to tell you guys about. You know, I've looked into it a lot, not because I need it, but just because of concern. I get concerned. You know the weight loss drugs that they're talking about everywhere. You know, the Wegovy, what is it, Mounjaro? What's the other one? It's all Ozempic. Yeah, they're all the semaglutide. They are, you know, it's supposed to be, I think, for diabetes treatment primarily, but you know they're prescribing it off label right and left just for weight loss. And I've been looking, you know, into how it really works. And there's this guy. It's a bariatric clinic in Idaho, kind of near Boise, I think Meridian. But anyway, one of the doctors there, he's not a medical doctor, he's a physiologist. So he looks at, you know, weight loss as, you know, how does it affect your physiology and what's wrong with your physiology that you cannot burn the extra fat, things like that. You know, he's really good with stuff like that. And basically this drug that, you know, that so many people are losing weight on, it's basically using a neurotransmitter in place of a hormone in your body. And everything I know about it now, I would say, you know, do everything you can to not need it. You know, this is bad stuff. You know, yeah, it can be effective. It can help treat diabetes, you know, things like that. But a lot of people, are just taking it for the weight loss. Once you go on it, especially older adults, like by the time you're 30, your body you need a lot more protein. You don't produce the collagen. You need a lot more protein, and that drug, it doesn't burn the fat as much as it takes your muscle away. You have all this muscle wasting, and it's a bad deal. And, the older you get, the more difficult it is, to maintain, enough collagen and protein in your body. And so, for older people, I think that's a death sentence in a way, and because they're using a neurotransmitter in place of a hormone. That's basically what it does. If you ever go off of it, you're going to gain all the weight back. It's going to change everything in your brain. You're probably going to have cognitive deficits where you're not going to be able to recall things as well or remember things as well. I mean, it's just everything I've learned about it. It just sounds awful. And, if any of you guys are looking into it, I mean, really talk it out with your doctor. And it's not just the physical stuff either, but it can really cause, for some people, if you already deal with depression, anxiety, it can make that so much worse. It just sounds like a bad deal to me. And honestly, what people need to do is just get a hold of their eating and exercising,
I think the men's version of Ozempic has estrogen, and the female has testosterone.
Oh.
No, I'm lying. I was joking.
I was like, wait, what?
Completely joking.
I saw something the other day. I was looking on, I didn't remember where I was looking, but it was something on the internet though. And there was a website where you could order this drug for yourself. Like if you're a compound pharmacist, how they can, compound medications, specifically for one person. I think that it was off of a site like that, but it was open to anybody. And I just thought that's some dangerous stuff to play with. You don't want to, just buy that off the internet and, try to treat yourself willy-nilly with it. It's a bad idea anyway. But man, if anybody's thinking about it, look into it more, find out how it really works. It's man.
Well, a good alternative for that is yerba mate tea. That's, I think, Gary Brecka bought. It was either Gary Brecka or Andrew Huberman that bought a yerba mate company.
Oh.
I think it was Andrew Huberman.
Yeah, this guy here, he follows all the health stuff and keeps me on my toes.
So if you're looking for that, look into yerba mate.
I think we should.
So it's kind of a bad idea, just like the when they decided eating Tide Pods was a good idea. It's kind of a bad idea like that.
Oh yeah. And make them colorful too. Make them really pretty.
There was one other thing that I read about yesterday too with the Ozempic, all of these drugs. There are a lot of women who are getting on it, and because they've been overweight and had the symptoms of diabetes and things for so long, they've been infertile. So thought of getting pregnant just doesn't even pop into your head. There's a lot of women who are getting on it and then finding out they're pregnant, and that's the last thing you want in your body is a drug like that if you're pregnant. That one threw me yesterday when I read about it. I was like, oh boy, this is a bad deal all the way around.
So unsafe. Every drug's like you have a stroke or grow an extra head or leg. So I think they should come out with like a website, designadrug.com or something. And I think we could probably do better than they can.
Yeah.
Designadrug.com. That's a thing.
Oh, oops. Yes. Who was it that just in there? I just saw Snooks said, Steve Harloha, do a disclaimer for the med info, please. I'll just throw it in there. Yeah, I'm a nurse, but I'm not your nurse, and I am not giving you I'm not a licensed anything to be giving anybody information. I'm just giving you information. Not
Do
giving you
your own-
advice. Yeah.
Do your own research.
Just opinions. These are just opinions, YouTube. Which
Yeah, if you want-
you think they'd already know that, but you know.
Yeah, but you still gotta. I always forget to cover my butt when I do that.
You can look at, there's two guys that I kind of follow. One is Gary Brea. Look up Gary Brea and Dana White if you want to see a tremendous story. Gary Brea saved Dana White's life. And then the other guy is Andrew Huberman. Both brilliant guys. You can learn a lot from both of them.
Yeah, that one. Andrew Huberman is fascinating to me. Is he with?
I like bootlicker. Nothing's real. We're talking about nothing that's real.
I saved that because X Boot put that a few weeks ago, and I saved it. That's how I just put it up so quick.
Awesome.
We writing a screenplay.
There is nothing real here.
Just writing a screenplay, and we're making a movie. That's all.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Oh, Indy just put up that Gary Brea.
Yeah.
Thanks, Indy.
Yeah, I was amazed at how bad Dana White's health was.
Oh, he's gonna die in just a few years.
Oh yeah.
And Gary Brea, to kind of give you some background, he used to work in insurance, and he could tell you within a month of when you would die. And when he got Dana White and doing all the work, he told him he had about 10 years and 4 months to live. And got him on a whole protocol, and yeah, just look it up and see what Dana White has to say about him.
That reminds me, I got to get some cookies.
Get that sugar fix.
No, what is it? Tell them what you've been using. That
Yeah, didn't he lose a bunch of weight? I think. Didn't Dana White like lose 60 pounds or 50 pounds?
Yeah, he lost the weight, but it was a lot of underlying conditions that his personal care physicians didn't even know about. It all has to do with genetics, and yeah, just you can watch it. They can explain it a lot better than I can. But yeah, there's a lot of things out there that are in our food.
Oh geez, the folate.
Yeah, the folate.
Oh my word.
Yeah,
all these things we were taught were healthy when we were kids. Yeah.
If you drink energy drinks, look at the last ingredient. If it says cyanocobalamin, and this is from Gary Brea, but if it has cyanocobalamin, basically that's it's your B12, but it's made from cyanide. It's a derivative of cyanide.
Really? Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So, but there's another kind of B12 that's methylcobalamin, and I found it in Bang and Ghost, and that's the healthy form of B12. So that's not going to kill you as bad. No cyanide.
Yeah.
So, if you are an avid energy drinker, consider switching, and I'm not getting paid from Bang or any of them, but Bang and Ghost, I found Ghost the other night that have the methylcobalamin and not the cyanocobalamin in them.
I think Dana White probably lost all his weight drinking Bud Light and prancing across his backyard.
So let's see. It says, I just want to hear a little bit of the intro because I don't want to get copyright, but let's see if it says anything in the first 30, 40 seconds.
None of them could get my cholesterol, good and bad, leveled out. It's all good now. This guy will change your life. Some of your favorite actors, some of the most powerful, richest people in the world are all now doing this with Gary for one reason and one reason only, because it works. I'll put this out there too. What the hell?
Here it comes.
All right. Wait, I don't want to get the copyright.
Yeah.
We can watch it.
President of the UFC, Dana White, whacking back hydrogen water as we speak.
Hydrogen water.
Dana.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, we do it.
Yeah.
Yes. I forgot about that actually. I remember I heard
Hydrogen
about
water.
it.
I've never heard of that. Yeah. Never.
Tastes a little funky.
Yeah, it has a little bit of a taste to it, but you know, it's very healthy for you.
Like one of them is how much equivalent of how many accidents?
One bottle, I think, is like 500.
I can't
the equivalent of eating like 500 apples for the antioxidants.
Wow.
So the hydrogen water, it boosts your immune system. It helps metabolize vitamins.
It helps detoxify your body.
Detoxify your. There's just a lot of benefits.
And I thought you were gonna say one bottle is like $500.
No.
Oh no.
No, we actually bought our. I don't even remember where I got it from, but it was only like $35 for my hydrogen bottle, and it's just a rechargeable, and you just.
Oh, I see. So it's like okay.
I'll go get it.
You just.
I'll go grab it.
It's elevated levels of hydrogen, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Boltonator, LSP. But yeah, because my buddy Brian, Aloha Brian, if you're listening, this was like a year and a half, 2 years ago, but they had, and that's how I knew about it and tried it. And, but I forgot all about it since then.
Yeah.
I think I wanted to start.
There's our bottle.
That's what I need to get.
Yeah.
We don't fit in here.
Yeah. Here's our bottle. I just
looks
clicked
like
the button and it turned it on. Yeah, and I don't know if you can see the bubbles.
Oh, let me see if I there we go.
Ooh, does it glow?
Oh yeah, now I can.
Yeah, well, it has a light in the bottom.
Alien stuff.
And then it produces, you can see the bubbles, that's the hydrogen being produced.
That is sweet.
Yeah.
That works.
I could probably walk in a bank with 2 of those and be like, give me the money.
I got the petroleum. I got the petroleum.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that thing. What was that movie about Alcatraz?
Oh,
with Nicolas Cage
The
and
Rock.
The Rock. Yeah, and they had those
Yeah.
things that if they dropped them,
Yeah.
they'd explode. That's what it reminds me of. How did we fit here before?
Oh yeah, forgot to hit the like button, bro.
Boy, can't even like his video. That's not nice, is it?
Who's?
Steve.
Hit the like. No, I want to have the least amount of likes.
Boy did.
No, I forgot myself to hit the like button. It's unfortunate.
What you looking for?
I
Your
was
bottle?
just seeing if it's done.
Is it? Oh.
I do that though. I'll be in someone's chat and I'll be saying, "Don't forget to hit the like button," da, da, da. And then when their show's almost over and I'm just in chat and I'm like, "Oh, I didn't hit the like button."
Give me
And
a
here
thumbs
I'm
up
telling
in
everyone
chat
else
right
to
now.
telling everybody else to hit the like button and I didn't even do it.
Oh, I should have put
So yeah, I just found this out 15 minutes before we went live. Heather and Steve moved like a year ago. I didn't even notice.
8
That's
months.
8 months. Yeah, whatever.
Which is awesome though to have your own yard now. And
Yeah, look at
how
all
many
those
chickens?
thumbs.
How many chickens do you have? That's why I had to put the chickens in the thumbnail.
We have 3 different flocks. We have one at the house, one at a friend's, and one at my dad's. And we probably have about 50 chickens.
No, we have more than that. We have more than that.
No, we lost quite a few.
You guys been eating some eggs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, geez. We got 5 buckets of eggs in the kitchen right now.
Are they brown?
They're
Green
all different
and
colors.
pink, and I'll go grab the bucket.
Well, at least you have a diverse bunch of chickens, you know?
Yeah. We've got black copper morans that give a dark brown egg. We have several that give tan. Some blues, greens, white. So yeah, we got a whole bunch.
Yeah, that really cool. Look at those. pretty green colors. I don't know if you can.
Let's see.
There's some cool ones, but these are my favorite ones.
She wasn't joking. She literally got a bucket
Chocolate.
full of.
Oh yeah.
We got so many eggs.
Yeah, we get about 15 to 20 a day. Well,
how many?
Dang.
20 to 30 a day.
Well,
I wasn't counting yours here at the house.
well, I counted today with what I gathered here and what you gathered over there, and it was 28 today.
And this is where I get upset with the government, because if you decide you want to like sell those and people decide that they're like, hey, they got these fresh eggs that I would like to buy, the government's going to stick their nose in between it and have to be a part of it. Like, why? That's when I get pissed at the government. Just let us live.
Yeah.
They always got to have their 2 cents.
That's why we give a lot away.
Right.
DEI chickens? No, we do not do that. Put that in there.
They're free roamers, man.
Yeah. Well, and they're spoiled.
Oh, it's James. Oh, yeah. They're spoiled.
Yeah, we
They're
give them.
spoiled. He keeps them drunk.
Yeah. Feed them fermented grains.
They love it.
That reminds me, last night I watched a video of someone rubbing a chicken's neck. Was that you?
No.
Okay, because someone was petting a chicken inside the house on one of the videos I was watching, and I liked it.
Looks like me.
And now,
Yeah,
wait a minute.
She doesn't bring them in very often.
Okay. That's okay.
Very often, but
When they're sick. If they're injured or sick, I will bring them in. But
Yeah, because I remember about a year ago, you and me were on a panel. Was it when I went on your show, or was it? But either way, I remember you had it was when you were in your apartment still, and you had your chicken right next to you in the blanket.
oh yeah, she had something wrong with her kidneys. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the
Bessie.
kidneys. Yeah, Bessie. That was chickens are little dinosaurs, basically. They really are, and they're the nerves that work their legs, feet, everything pass through their kidneys, and so a lot of times if they all of a sudden can't walk, it's a good indication that they've got some kind of kidney disease going on. And that's what was her problem was. Yeah, she died in August, was it? I can't
before
remember.
we moved here.
No, she died here.
Oh, did she die?
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, she was. I gotta show the frizzles. Let me go grab one of the frizzles. I gotta show you their feet. They got the coolest feet ever. Find them.
Yeah, if you can catch them.
Right on, Steven. Mahalo, brother. And Boltonator, mahalo.
Hey, so Kermit, which brand of chicken there? I don't know if that's the right thing to say, but which one is the most stout chickens? You know, like who's the alpha?
It just depends. They're all pretty hardy. They can withstand quite a bit. Some of them do better in the heat and the cold. The Roosters, they just get their own pecking order. Right now, they're over where we have the majority of them. They're just going through a regime change. Some of the older Roosters are getting beat by the young Roosters, and so everybody's kind of in turmoil right now.
Wow, free for all.
Yeah, I was just about to say free for all. Every man for himself.
And it is. But some of the better chickens for cold and heat are the Australorps. They're from Australia. It's a breed from Australia. We have a breed called Brea that's from France. That they're the top meat bird. They're kind of the queen of chicken. It's like Wagyu chicken. It's delicious. But yeah, we just got a lot.
Wow. You guys remember the name of that? Is it Foghorn, that big chicken cartoon we used to watch?
Yeah, Foghorn Leghorn.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
The Leghorn chicken.
Now, boy, I'm going to tell you, we're going chicken hunting.
Yeah, we used to go and chicken hunt.
Yeah.
What you
A
are,
couple
chicken?
ones. They normally just they're a white layer. They lay white eggs. That's where most of your store-bought eggs are.
Well, someone's going to say that's racist.
Yeah. Here's.
Why gotta be white, man?
Look at this.
Oh, look at you. That's so
This
cool.
one,
You just-
she's a bantam. She's just half size. She's a frizzle. Look at her little feet. If you can see these.
Holy moly.
And her feet, they're wet today, but they're completely feathered. And they just look so funny when they're running around.
It's a big chicken.
She's a good girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a good girl.
That's so weird to me. Just like walks in like it's your dog. For me, that thing would be running from me, and I'd be trying to catch it.
These are spoiled chickens.
Good luck catching it.
What did you
Now,
say?
boy, I say, boy. I forgot that was that character's name. Longhorn, Leghorn.
Yeah, I had to search it up because I was like, that's the weirdest name for that chicken. I don't remember its name being that, but
Can you say
maybe
hi?
the-
This is Winnie. Can you say hi, Winnie?
Oh,
This is one of my favorites.
wow.
She's a good girl.
That is a fat chicken.
She looks well fed.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
They're all
I don't
well
want to say nothing in front of her, but is that what Thanksgiving is coming up?
We have turkeys for that.
Thanks, Chris. I sound ghetto, or is that somebody's name?
The turkey that we have running around over in the other yard. Steve, I heard Steve was telling you guys about how the males are trying to establish their pecking order right now. And the turkey that's running around, if they start fighting, he just goes and separates them. He's the little pacemaker. He runs around is awesome.
But real quick, yeah, Dave. Ghetto is a person. He's been on the panel before.
Yeah.
But that's his YouTube name, Ghetto. So yeah, she's not saying
I don't
you
mind being
sound ghetto. You sound like ghetto.
Either way, it's all good.
Even though we did
got
hang
my
out
cookie.
in the ghetto a lot.
It's hard to get rid of the ghetto.
You can take the boy out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the boy.
It's like my shirt used to be white, but I got in the mud pit and it got a little on me. So that's awesome. So how much property do you guys have for the chickens?
Well, we live on like a quarter an acre.
Okay.
It's not that much, but where the majority are, it's kind of on a little bit of a farm. And so they've got,
There's plenty.
they're free range.
And they wander off too. I was out running the other day out in the fields, and all of the breast hens, and all of our white ones, and one of the male roosters were way out in the field where I was running. I mean, like way far away from. They wander.
We might have to put a fence up over there.
We might have to.
Well, if you look at the field, you can
Uh-huh.
see where they've ate all the seeds. From
Yeah.
Yeah, they've eaten their fair share of the crop that's there. We got to go over and
Yeah, we have to. Yeah.
So we were talking a little bit about HOA backstage. So you guys have HOA?
No.
Where you're at? No.
We
Oh,
did
good.
when
Thank God.
where we used to live.
So that's why. Okay, because you. So
Oh,
you
we
got
went-
good for you.
we had
Good
a
for you
couple
to
of
get away
wars.
from it. HOA is the worst. HOA is the worst.
Yeah, there's nothing out where we are now. It's just a nice little farm community. Nobody cares if you mow your lawn or not.
yeah, everybody around us has chickens, chickens and ducks and
Cattle and sheep and
goats.
Right. That's funny because we live like in a subdivision, and we have an HOA, unfortunately. But one of the neighbors, this is months ago, but I remember every time we go live, and it was back like in October, November, December, and they had their rooster, and that thing would 24 hours a day. just
Yeah.
it's like, aren't they only don't do that at a certain time? This thing was
No.
just
They
didn't
do
matter
it.
what time of day it was. It just, and you could hear it. You'd know, it'd be like, oh, now it's over there. Now it's on the corner. Now it's coming back around. And just walk around the neighborhood and just, ugh.
Oh, well, the one we have here at the house, Sam, he goes off about 2:30 or 3. He starts, and they'll do it if they're upset, if there's something dangerous going on, if there's something that's alarmed them. I mean, there's so many different reasons why they'll crow.
talk.
Oh yeah, and then everybody else has their roosters, so they challenge each other.
Maybe this one was saying that, like, dude, get me the hell out of this subdivision. I belong in the farm.
Oh, snap. So you guys got a rooster fighting ring is what you're saying.
No.
No, but we rescued a few that had been used for that at one point, but they've all passed away now. But
Well, we got the babies.
But yeah, we've got there's some little fighters right now that are gorgeous. They're
So who rules the pen?
I've never seen one of those in person, but I heard that they put like razor blades and stuff on their little feet.
Yeah.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
I was in the Philippines for a little while, and that's their national sport is cockfighting.
Yep.
So I got real familiar with it.
Yeah, because like I said, I've never seen it, but I mean, being here for 15 years and is a lot of Filipinos on the island, and I've been to quite a few places where they have roosters, and they're like, oh, we fight them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
Well, it's really popular in Mexico too.
Yeah.
Hey, nice sentence, Spike.
Poor cocks. Those poor cocks. They got no choice but to fight to death.
Ronnie says they put spurs on them.
Yeah.
Spurs, is that what it is? Yeah,
There'll be a razor blade 3 or 4 inches long.
Lord.
Yeah.
On the spur.
That's vicious, man.
The spurs are scary enough.
They'll trim the spurs down so it's just a little nub that they can
attach stuff.
Yeah, attach the blades to.
Sounds pretty horrible, actually.
It's pretty brutal, but it's usually fairly quick, depending on the breed. Yeah. Fights can only they'll last 10 seconds.
Wow.
Sometimes it'll be just the first clash together. Some birds are known for a powerful, quick strike. Just depends on the breed.
I hope they're eating those chickens when they're done, at least.
Yeah, usually.
There was a.
It is quick because, like I said, I've never seen it in person, but I have seen videos. Like I've had customers show me, like, yeah, look, did mine won last week, and I'm like, but yeah, like 7 seconds. It's just like they go at it, and then it's already over.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's brutal.
It just reminded me of Michael Vick.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of similar.
That's yeah.
Oh wait, I got to go back to this banner now.
We're not condoning any activities.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm curious. Who do you think is going to win this fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson?
Mike.
Oh, that's right. I hope Mike Tyson. But I mean, Mike Tyson's like old already. You know what I mean? He's not.
Yeah, but I was hit by him.
Hey,
this Jake Paul guy needed to do that when Mike was in his prime. Then let's see.
Hey, dude, an old pit bull is still a freaking pit bull, man.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, just watch some of the compilations of their training videos. It's quite comical.
That medicine ball he was doing, that was no joke. I've done that before, and that was real.
And just the sparring, the difference in speed. Mike Tyson's so much faster.
Jake Paul says he's like 10-1. Oh, I said another name. My bad. He's like 9-1, but he only fought one real fighter.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it was Tyson Fury that beat him. But he was like the real only boxer that he actually fought. The rest were like farmers and stuff.
Yeah,
That's what I heard anyway.
They were a couple of them are old fighters, but you know they're well past their prime.
Right. As long as Mike's been training, I'd put money on Mike.
Yeah, he's gone back hardcore training.
Right. Well, because he's training, and there's that, you know, my feeling side, because I want him to knock that guy out.
He freaks me out when he's stoned, man. I seen him on some podcasts.
Yep. I forgot the name of it, but I watched his podcast.
Oh, my Lord.
Joe Rogan.
Can't remember the name of that now, damn it.
Yeah, Joe Rogan and Tucker Carlson, they both said that they were afraid when he was on there.
Yeah, that's what Joe Rogan said. He had to get a bigger table.
That's what, yeah, he widened the tables.
Yeah, because it scared him.
And Tucker was like, so what are you thinking when you get in the ring with Mike, with these guys, Mike? And he's like, I feel like I'm going to kill them. I want them to die.
I'm
And
in here
Tucker's
for
like,
one thing.
"Ooh."
I'm gonna murder him. I'm gonna take his life and I'm gonna eat his babies.
I'm going to bite his ear off.
Yes.
And then as soon as it's over, he gives you a hug and tells you how much he loves you. It's like, whoa.
I think Mike Tyson's been to that website, designadrug.com.
Yeah.
Hot boxing, that's what it is. LSP, thank you. I couldn't. And Steve, it's hot boxing with Mike Tyson.
So did you read about Elon Musk using ketamine?
I've done that myself for
Like,
depression.
does it work?
It helped a lot. I'm about ready to do it again.
I remember when you did that, or when you were getting ready to do that.
Yeah.
So it's safe then, because I don't know nothing about it. I thought that was a sedative.
Well, yeah, it's a horse tranquilizer. They use it in for anesthesia. A lot of stuff like that. But you know, people that get addicted to it, it destroys your bladder. You won't be able to. I think that's what killed. Was it Matt Perry, the guy from?
Matt Perry from Friends.
Yeah, it was the ketamine.
yeah.
He'd been using it. I mean, if you use it properly, it can be a wonderful thing. You know, because it will help you create distance between your thoughts and the trauma that puts distance between your feelings about trauma that's happened to you. It kind of helps you dissociate from it, so you can look at it and rethink things. It works with the elasticity in your brain. If you do it right, it can be very helpful.
Yeah, that's why actually I'm.
Hey, Cheddar, how you doing?
Hey, Cheddar. On hot boxing with Mike Tyson, he was actually, but it wasn't ketamine. It was like, I forgot what he called it now. I think he called it the toad or something, but there's an actual name for it. But same thing, it like fights your fears and your demons and some crazy. In there, he was explaining the experience and everything, and he's like, "Hey, you should really do it, and it clear." But then he's telling the whole story about when he's on, and I'm like, I don't want to go through that shit. Hell no. It sounds like a nightmare.
My friend's wife at work was on it. She's had a lot of back pain for years and years, but I guess when she took it, she felt great. But like maybe the 5th or 6th time, she said like the walls were melting. It was like just like the paint was just dripping off the walls. She thought.
Ugh.
She wasn't afraid of it. Like she was like totally going with it, but it was happening in her mind.
Wow. Yeah. When I do it, I have a specifically curated soundtrack to listen to, and you put a blinder thing on a eye mask, yeah, just to shut out all the light so you don't see stuff that. I mean, because you still see stuff anyway in your own head. At least I did, but it was a lot. It was a lot easier to do with your eyes closed.
Yeah, it was when he was telling me about it, I'm thinking, how does that help her anxiety if the walls are melting?
Yeah. Well, and I did it. A lot of people will go to a clinic where they will give it to you, through an IV. And I did it just at home, where they would send these compounded little chokes that you'd let it absorb into your cheeks and your gums for about 12 minutes, and then you spit it out, and then you put your mask and your music on, and you go to work. Because the way I did it too, you do a lot of therapy, a lot of journal writing, a lot of thinking, a lot of trying to work through things. And with each session that you do, you have a specific reason why you were there, something you're going to work on this issue specifically this time, and things like that. There was a lot more therapy in it than just, some people will just go to an office and they get the infusion and then they go home, but they really don't do any work. And I think that's kind of a waste of time and money. I don't know. You just get a lot more. I got a lot of stuff done. I worked through a lot of stuff that way.
To have it more controlled. It works better to have it more controlled rather than just to do it, right?
Yeah.
Like you had goals.
Yeah, I had a purpose behind each time I did it. I was going to work on this issue this time, and it really did, and it helped my depression, and it helped my chronic pain a lot. But I need to tune up now. But yeah, you don't want to mess, ketamine can be great for certain things, but abusing it, you'll end up dying, just like Matt Perry did, because it just destroys your bladder cells. I think he could only hold just a tiny bit of urine when he was.
So would be considered the same as like an opioid?
I don't remember what class it's even in right now, but it's more of a it's more for dissociation than anything else.
Because I didn't realize Matthew Perry, that's what, because I just thought, I know I heard it, but I didn't look into it, but because I heard that it was from, Vicodins and all that shit that I used to abuse, that I somehow survived through, but
I know that you have a functioning liver just is amazing.
I'm even alive as literally. I look back at it and I'm like, I really don't know how I'm alive.
Praise to God, bro. That's all I can say. We should be dead.
Yeah.
Unalive. Sorry, YouTube.
Right. Unalive. William Gramer. Thank you. Right, now we got 3 of them. I have to give a thank you to Boltonator, Steven Skibba, and William Gramer.
Wow.
For the super chats. So real quick, mahalo, guys. This is for you.
In veterinary medicine.
Yeah, that
I love that Silent J and Bob doing there.
I thought the one on the left was Gollum from the Hobbit or whatever at first, but it was actually a woman.
Yeah, I made that one like a year ago. That was fun making that one.
That's a song.
And that's the one I'll get the copyright on for the show.
Probably.
It's the only one I don't have. I have the copyright for the my intro song and everything else, but I don't care. I don't care as long as they don't shut me down.
Don't even say it.
Okay, I'm looking up on the DEA.gov what ketamine is classed as. Let's see. Let's see here.
September ends.
It's a dissociative anesthetic. That's what the DEA is saying. Induces a state of sedation, relaxation, immobility, relief from pain, amnesia. But
And my brother there in the chat is a nurse. Dissociative.
That's right. Yeah.
Anesthetic.
Dissociative.
Anesthetic is what it says in here. Which is
I don't know how I forgot that James is a nurse. I knew that for forever.
Oh, cool.
That's my actual brother.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Really.
Watch out, James. When me and Nina come back to Michigan to visit, we're gonna make you hang out with us. So
Be careful. I'll try to touch your nipples, Steve.
What's up, Slobberjaw?
Oh man.
Did he, Ronnie? Hawk did?
Oh no.
Oh no. Dang.
But then again, that's Hawk. It's kind of like it's expected, right?
True.
That guy don't hold nothing. Him and Hawk and Ronnie, they just don't hold nothing back because truth is the truth, right?
I mean, look at my name.
Oh, well, in that case, James, I'm gonna have to rub your nipples back.
Bro.
Much respect.
Oh my Lord. That's my brother you're talking about, homie.
And the nipples.
So where does your brother James live? I'm curious where.
He lives in a van down by the water.
Down by the river. He's another Detroit boy.
Okay. So what is it? Are you having nursing shortages where you are, James? I'm curious. I've heard some places we're really lucky where we are. We've got a nice
pool.
They fired all the non-jabbers.
Yeah, but we also have a nursing school right here.
That's true. That's true.
Didn't they reverse that though, Dave? When they fired them all, but then had to like rehire them and compensate them and all that stuff.
I don't think so. Not as far as I heard.
Or maybe they were. I don't. Yeah, it was a while ago, but yeah, that was all bullshit, wasn't it? You have to take. That's. Yeah. That's.
They're wondering why there's not enough police, not enough. It's like you fired them all. What did you expect was going to happen?
I think wasn't there about 8,000 that left the military because they didn't want to get job and now now they can't meet their quotas, for the draft and recruitment. Sorry, that's you know what I mean. But it's if you look at it now, the reasons that they try to lure people in and for recruitment, and the very first thing on the list is that the jab is not required, and I'm like, wow. I think about 8,000 soldiers left because of that.
Some were dishonored,
and some of them are in very high positions that took years and years to attain. It's like
it's so messed up.
They ruin people's careers and lives and money flow.
Yep.
Big time.
We got to remember that when we vote.
It's unconstitutional too. You can't force somebody to put something in their body. Like, I just don't get that. To me, it's just you can't. If you don't put this in your body, you can't work here. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
I saw something cool a couple of weeks ago, and I meant to make a little clip of it, and then I just forgot. Now I don't even know where I'd find it. But I think they were showing it on Tin TV, and it was somebody was just patting everybody on the back that stood up against, and refused to get the jab. It was a nice little pat on the back, and they were saying, these are the kind of people who can stand up to any kind of pressure and get through it. These are the kind of people that America needs. And it was really nice to hear it just the way they were talking about, those who stood up and said, absolutely not. We're not going to put this crap in our bodies.
And back to that Gary Brecka, he said that people who, for life insurance policies, the people who have had just the jab cannot get the highest level of life insurance. They have to get the step down. And for every booster, it goes down. And if they had like the shot and 3 boosts, they can't get life insurance at all.
That tells me everything I need to know right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're uninsurable.
Yep.
So now they should be able to turn around and sue all these people.
Yeah, sue the government, class action suit.
And I was teasing Steve a couple of months ago. There are actually groups on Facebook. I don't know if Instagram has them, but there are groups on Facebook where people are trying to find basically sperm donors who haven't been jabbed.
She was telling me I need to get my vasectomy
I said,
reversed.
yeah, he needs to get his vasectomy reversed so we can make a little cash. Yeah, it's just weird.
Got to find the right lawyer, Wolverines.
What did I miss? What did I miss?
To sue.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a bad lawyer if they said that, because I know there's got to be good lawyers out there that would be like, I'll do this pro bono.
Yeah, get one of the Camp Lejeune guys. Those guys are vicious. You guys did read about that, right? All that water being contaminated.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I guess it was the fire retardant they were using. Got into the water supply.
I just know they've got multiple medical issues because of it. I see a lot of that. I see a lot of that in my email. I'll get stuff. Were you at Camp Lejeune? No.
No, but I could use some money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my toe hurts really bad. I might have stepped in it.
Yep, I hear that, Indy.
Almost everyone I know.
That's what I'm happy I'm self-employed, because
Yeah. I begged.
even before I was self-employed, I don't think I would have ever had to worry about that part. About stick this in your arm or you don't have a job.
There was talk at where I worked that they were going to do that, and everybody told them they'd quit. And they couldn't afford 300 guys quitting at the same time. So,
yeah, I heard a few stories about that. Yeah, companies that they're like, man, we'd shut down if everybody.
They had whole police departments closed down.
Yeah.
And they're like, why did crime go up? It's like, figure it out, man. Why is there a shortage everywhere? Why are there so many job openings?
Right. You know what? That's true, Steve-O, because I did lose a few jobs. That's true. Because I remember one specifically. And the funny part is a couple months after it happened, Accountability for All on his other channel, they prank called the building that I lost the job on, because what happened is I went there. It was in a high rise, and I go into the front, and the security guy at the front desk or whatever is like, "You got to wear a mask." I'm like, "No thanks." And he's like, "You have to. You can't come in." I'm like, "Yeah, no thanks. I'm just here to do a job. I'm just going to go to the elevator and go to work." And he's like, "No, you have to leave the building if you don't put a mask." He's like, "There's signs," and it was like a homemade must wear a mask. I'm like, yeah, I could put a sign over there that I got to bang your mom. Does that mean I really have to? Like, it's a homemade sign. It doesn't mean shit to me,
I've been thinking about this all week, dude. You got all these people coming over the border, right? What kind of diseases are they going to bring in?
Oh, in Chicago's having a measles breakout because of it right now.
Oh,
It
really?
could get a
I
lot
heard that.
worse, you know. It could get a lot worse.
Oh, there's plague here. There's what is the stuff that where the tissues fall off your hands and your
Necrosis.
leprosy. That leprosy's here, plagues here. There's a bunch of stuff that
Tuberculosis.
TB. Yeah.
Yeah, and let them in your house and take care of them and let them live there.
Yep. Please. They say please at least.
And then there's this. They're saying that people that come across illegally can arm themselves too. I'm like, I don't think so. That's
right.
So the illegals can legally arm themselves.
Right.
There's
yeah,
Say
if
that
you
4
have
times
any
real
kind of
fast.
record, you can't, even though you were born here and are a citizen.
I think it was in California they passed a law that illegals don't have to go through the wait period to buy a firearm. I think it was California and New York that they could just go in and buy a firearm on the spot.
That's right.
Where we have to go, and depending on the place, we have to go through a waiting period. We're lucky here; we don't have a waiting period. I can just go in and buy the gun and the pew. Sorry,
I'm coming to Utah, brother.
It's nearly impossible to get a firearm in Hawaii, man.
Well, and I heard that in Hawaii, they have said that it is against their state constitution for a person to own a firearm, period.
Yep, they just started talking about that, about how they're going to try to, because the thing is, that was their constitution from before it was America. That was when they still had the king and queen. They're trying to bring that, and it's like, no, that's when you had a king and queen. Now it's America, so you can't bring what it used to be into the American Constitution and make. But that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Didn't they say it goes against the spirit of Aloha or something? Some weird.
And you know what I read? Oh man, it'd take me too long to find it. I should have had it ready.
Hawaii shouldn't even
I just
be-
seen this the other day. Hawaii is rated the #1 most corrupt state with the most corrupt government in all of America.
Wow.
And I believe it 100%.
Just look at Lahaina.
Yeah.
Right? Yep. Creek Squad.
Big Creek. Yeah, Creek fell asleep on us the other night.
That's nothing new. Creek, when are you changing the days that you do your karaoke chat and chill? Because once you switch it, I can start redirecting everybody there after this show.
Yeah, that was actually a good time. Some good singers on there.
Oh yeah, Creek always has a great show, even after he falls asleep.
Right. He's like, one more song. You hear a big boom. It's like, yep, Creek's gone.
Hey, what's Big Chap up to? I haven't seen him.
I haven't heard from him, and he usually will pop in chat. But here's Creek Squad, chat and chill.
Cool.
He's got all his own beers and everything. That boy good. Oh, chat's going too fast. Creek can sing. He can play the guitar too. He's yeah.
I just thought of Biden and an image of being up a creek without a paddle came into my mind.
Come on, man.
You know the thing.
I don't even know how they let that guy go out in public. It's like he's batting 1,000 as far as, did he screw up what he was going to say? Oh, yeah. Yeah, every time. Should we let him try again? Yeah, let him try again.
You ever seen him eat an ice cream cone yet?
Oh, I'm
That
sure
dude
everyone.
demolished some ice cream cones, man. His nose is all up in the cone right on camera. He don't care.
It's not all that ice cream isn't helping anything either.
No, he's real happy to have it. You can tell.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what it is. You got a permanent brain freeze. Hey, Devos. Aloha, Devos.
Hey, Devos.
Yeah, Creek always falls asleep on his own live snooks. That's why I make sure every Wednesday that I at least get there an hour before he ends, because then when he falls asleep, I can close it out for him. I'm his backup guy.
And chatting on panel.
Who believes people in government are
Tyson fans. As
believe so.
these things have been, I won't say that. I'll say anything's almost anything's possible at this point. Reptilians in the government, maybe so.
I've seen some crazy videos, but that could always be
But you know, there's
videos.
There's all those
that
strange
reminds me.
videos where they'll catch newscasters or things in their
Yeah,
face.
or their eyes.
Yeah.
Their eyes like turn to the
And they'll like open up other
cat
eyelids
eyes.
and stuff, and yeah, weird. They caught some weird stuff.
Or that one video where the person was talking, but then the lady was behind her and she was like saying everything, like lipping everything the other person was saying, but it was just like
Oh
creepy.
yeah, that was bizarre.
That was weird. Yeah.
Yep.
It was like they had a spell over the person because they were playing with it too. They were doing stuff and then they were laughing about it. I can't remember what was going on, but
That's what made it creepy, because it's like, what is going on here?
Like a ventriloquist.
it kind of looked like it. It was weird.
Master of puppets. But that reminds me, I like asking everyone that comes on.
Oh yeah.
So this is for you and Kermit. Do you believe in ghost / Bigfoot / aliens, or all three?
Sure.
Sure.
Well, ghosts definitely. What was it?
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a Bigfoot. But aliens, I think aliens are probably just demons. Personally,
No.
That's just me.
Carl Sagan said it'd be hubris of us to think we're the only life forms out there.
I agree in the demon thing for sure.
Could be. But I've heard some things recently that Bigfoot are Neanderthals. They're just holdovers from a long time ago. They're actually the Neanderthal hominoids. That
makes sense.
Then there's some pretty good stuff to prove that they are.
Yeah.
Just from what I understand and things I've watched, the Neanderthals aren't the dopey kind of subhumans that a lot of people think they are. They were very intelligent. They were super strong. They were very fierce. That anywhere the Neanderthals went, humans disappeared or we ran away from them. That's kind of where we developed into a running species. We are a running species. We're meant to run. We're not meant to walk everywhere. But that's what they're thinking. Some of the thoughts are is that Bigfoots are just Neanderthals. Throw that one out there for you.
I say it every time. I got to say it again. Maybe they're just really hairy women.
If you remember back when Eddie Murphy was doing Delirious, talking about the barbecue, Goonie Goo Goo.
Goonie Goo Goo, yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Somebody's laughing.
Goonie goo goo, Gus.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm really curious. I just can't remember it. I don't know.
See, for me, I believe that ghosts, because I believe in ghosts, but I believe for the most part the ghosts are the demons.
There's some
We've dealt with a couple of different things.
yeah,
And one of them was demonic for sure.
yeah. I think they can be both good and bad.
Right. Well, yeah, me too. I believe it could be good and bad, but then again, I think more bad than good.
Yeah, I think some of them are protectorates because they can see on that plane that the evil spirits are. So there's a balance of good and evil. I mean, that's just my personal there's a balance in all things. And so if there's an evil spirit, there's got to be a good to counteract and to kind of protect us from things that we can't see and deal with.
Yep.
Have you heard about there's a dye, I think it starts with a D. There's a dye that they would put in these glasses.
Oh, the red.
It was. But it would allow the people in Vietnam. They were putting them in goggles and things.
No, they were a red goggle.
Yeah.
They took a red away because they could see the demons.
Yeah, they could see. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Pilots were seeing all the demons and stuff, and they took them away. But you can get them in Russia, where you're supposed to be able to put these special glasses on, and you can see.
It was the night vision in red.
Was that?
Yeah, it was.
I know. I heard about this.
But there's something
not too long ago either.
Starts with a D. You can get it in Russia. I looked it up. I was curious, and then I decided I really didn't want to see anything. I quit looking into it, but I don't know. I personally felt good and bad spirits around me. We've dealt with some things, but there's even. But as you were talking about Bigfoot a minute ago, the last Bigfoot sighting I heard was here in Utah.
Yeah, up in the Wasatch.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're all over the place. There's a guy. He's what's his name? Chief Dan, I think. He's the one. He's an elder with the Navajo, and he talks a lot about it. Where a lot of the Native Americans won't speak of it, but he talks a lot about that and skinwalkers. But he knows of a couple of different women down on the reservation that on the Navajo Nation that trade things with these Bigfoots. And one of them will come and watch TV with this old lady. I mean, I've heard some crazy stories, but after everything I've heard, I think they're a thing. I don't know where they come from or what exactly they are, but I don't know. I think they're real. They're all over.
A guy I work with had an encounter with one.
Oh, that's right.
And that that's about an hour south of here.
Yeah.
They had an experience and they got back to their dad's house and he's like, "Oh, you were up that canyon. There's Bigfoot up in that canyon." Yeah. So it's possible.
Well, there's a
like anything, it's that whole thing, like anything the government's telling you, I believe the opposite.
Yep.
Just they've been lying for so damn long, and now it's just so obvious. It's like, well, if you say that this is not true, then I'm gonna think it is.
Maybe they're running from the jab.
Yeah.
It was coming. They went to live in the woods.
Are you guys familiar with David Paulides that does the Missing 411?
I'm familiar with the Missing 411.
Before he started that, he was studying Bigfoot. And he was going all over the United States where, there had been sightings. He was talking to any Native Americans that would talk to him about it. He just, he was doing basically a study. And one of his friends is a forensic artist, where you can sit down and tell them what you saw, and they'll help you, drop a suspect or whatever. There's a guy, he's Native American. I think he's from North Dakota, and I can't remember his name, but he's one of the best of these forensic artists. And David Paulides was studying Bigfoot with this guy, and he came up with a drawing of what, they took all of the different things that they had found as far as Bigfoot, and they tried to come up with what a person would look like underneath if all the hair was removed, and they look like Native Americans. And they got the high cheekbones, the way their nose is shaped, everything. They just look very Native American from what his friend came up with. And I know there's a tribe in the Northwest Pacific area that actually protects them from people, tries to, they say that these are humans, that's how they see it. And they try to protect them from everybody.
It would make sense. I mean, it'd make a lot more sense than it's just like, ooh, it's a mystery. Some wild animal. We don't know what it is, but they're really strong.
Yeah. They'll break trees.
Yeah, imagine if you had to live in caves and hide out from society for that long. You'd be hairy as hell too.
I definitely found one real one. It was in Harry and the Hendersons movie. I saw it.
Hit your comment thing.
Oh, sorry. Is it something you were trying to? What was the other thing? There's something else. I was just. Oh, the other thing is, everywhere that there's a Bigfoot sighting, it seems like there's always other paranormal things going on. UFO sightings, and there's always other things that they seem to go kind of hand in hand. And I don't understand that, but there's something about it.
Yeah, and Indy brought up earlier too about the Y-Files, about the night vision stuff. But the Y-Files, that's a great channel too, man.
He does such a good job. That little hecklefish.
Yeah,
I love that little hecklefish. That's awesome.
But yeah, he covers everything, and it's another channel I found on accident, but I was like, wow, this is awesome. And then after I found it, then everyone's like, oh yeah, you don't know about the Wi-Fi? I'm like, well, I do now, but
there's too many YouTube channels to ever hit them up.
Right?
There's just no way.
Hey, Yankee Watchdog, aloha. But I don't know what happened to Cheddar Prepper. Cheddar Prepper, did you get your email? Because he had a good question, but I wanted him to come up and ask the question. But I guess I'll just ask it for him, unless he's still checking his email. Because I know Dave's not here, man. Probably has an answer for it too. But what do you think about the eclipse coming up?
Oh, I have so many feelings about it.
Because the two different cycles of cicadas are supposed to come out about that time too, aren't they?
Yeah, that hasn't happened in 200, I think, in 21 years.
Yeah, something like that.
Which was, by the way, I looked it up. It was the year 1803. And on that day in 1803, I think 3 or 4 people who were original signers of the Declaration of Independence, or was it the Constitution? One or the other, they died on that day.
Huh.
Samuel Adams, I believe, and a few others. I was pretty tired when I read it. I went down a rabbit hole.
All good, Cheddar Pepper.
I mean, they're saying like the 3 paths the last eclipses took create 2 Hebrew letters, and when one means the beginning and one means the end,
Alpha and Omega, yeah.
Thought that was interesting.
Well, they talk about the sign of Jonah, and the story of Jonah in the Bible, and how he was supposed to preach to Nineveh, and I think there's 3 different towns.
No, there's 7.
There's 7 that are named Nineveh.
Yeah, there's 7 because this one 7 are named Nineveh. The last time they were Salem. There were 7 that were Salem.
And Salem is like, Jerusalem, Absalom, a bunch of characters in the Bible had that Salem. And I think it means something else too.
Yeah, so there was 7 then, and then there's 7 Nineveh, this one.
Oh, there's and there's it goes through a town called Rapture. A lot of people
in the center. That's where they both cross.
Okay. Yeah, I know a lot of people are thinking, "Ooh, is there something going to happen?"
I did hear that they put out the National Guard, or they're going to be putting out the National Guard, which I thought was interesting. And I also heard that they had a letter sent out, or a broadcast sent out for people to get food for up to 2 weeks, fill up their tanks, and have an alternate way to communicate. Now, I don't know if all this is true. This is just what I've read. I've watched about 60 videos, and I just my mind's burning up from it, but a lot of it made sense.
Well, I think a lot of it's just preparation for they don't know what's going to happen, and where they've had the outage of AT&T back was that in January?
I think so.
They're just trying to probably cover their bases in case there's mass hysteria.
Well, the last eclipse that they just had that you could see from here. I mean, our whole county, everybody came to Utah to see it, and they took nobody could take time off. All of they just put all the EMTs and the sheriffs and the police. They just kind of scattered everybody out throughout the county, and
nothing happened.
Yeah, and then everything was fine, but they were really prepared. But
well, that's what I don't get, because we've had how many eclipses in our lifetime? When has it ever been an issue?
Why are supposed to get gas and food? It's what?
That's never been. Oh, the eclipse is coming. Make sure you got gas and bottled water. Why now? All of a sudden, what about all the other?
I did read one cool thing, that devil comet thing. I don't know if you guys heard of that comet.
Oh, that horned comet?
Devil's comet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Supposedly on the day where it's in totality in darkness, you'll be able to see that with the naked eye as it goes towards the sun.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Which I thought was also interesting.
Yeah, there's a couple others.
There's a lot of little things about that date.
In the book of Revelations in the Bible, it does talk about signs in the heavens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if we believe in that stuff, but it's pretty weird.
Yeah, well, the ancients always feared. I mean, they didn't know it was coming, but they always feared comets and eclipses and all those, because they just didn't understand what was going on, like Stonehenge and that era.
Are you sure?
I think every civilization, when there was an eclipse, I think they knew that it was a sign of something bad to come. Or
that's kind of what I was getting at.
Yeah,
the Mayans and all those
rituals that are done around the times of comets and things too. So I don't know. There's always a balance of good and evil going on too.
Yeah, I know the gas stations are going to make money for sure.
Because the total eclipse of the heart, turn around, right? Now you're going to have that song stuck in my head, Wolverine.
If you want your cheese puffs, go buy them this week.
Not this coming week, but the next week, right? I'll be on Graveyard.
Only thing I just want to see if animals will behave strangely during those times. I'm just going to watch my chickens and see what they do.
That's another thing I read. It was another thing from the Humane Society or something. It said that your animals might act weird,
I read the same thing,
or aggressive, or it was bizarre. I'm like,
aggressive or confused or just different. So yeah, I'm keeping an eye on this little guy. Right, Pablo?
Lock the dogs in the garage. They might be pet cemetery that day.
Jeez. Oh, that reminds me of the purge thing going on in Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah.
That's insane.
This guy starts acting weird.
Oh,
then I'll worry.
Pablo.
I'll start worrying if he acts weird. Okay,
That
you
dog.
go back to your nap. Sorry, Bubba.
Anyway, that's the story.
Grab a bird right over there. He's a.
Who knows what's real?
Hey, Earth Angel, aloha. Oh, I like how you changed your name, the font.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
The moon changes tidal waves.
Well, what are those those pendulum swinging things that? There's one up at BYU. Remember it's like a pendulum that swings and it keeps the time and it knocks the. You not been up there?
No.
Oh.
The Archimedes.
Oh, there was. I got a couple more things that I remembered when you guys are done.
I'm just thinking whenever there's a there's eclipse, they quit working. They quit moving. I don't understand why, but is that what it's called? The Archimedes? I can't remember.
The Archimedes
I just know there's
cradle is the
metronome
that you hit.
No. This is just like it uses the motion of the earth. It's like a big old pendulum up in a museum and up at Brigham Young University. It's just a big pendulum that hangs from the ceiling. It's got a weight on the bottom and it just keeps the time, and the motion of the earth keeps it moving. And on every hour on the hour, it'll knock down one of the
pendulum. Pendulum?
It's a pendulum, but I can't think of what it's called. But every time there's an eclipse, though, they stop working. They stop.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
So and they use the motion of the earth to move. So what's going on? That's
also with red heifers in Israel. I heard that about these 4 red heifers that were delivered to Israel, and it was supposed to be like a sacrifice for a 3rd temple to be built.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess red heifers are in place, and they've already built this altar, and they're saying that's why Hamas attacked. I don't know if I buy it, but
yeah, I've heard they've got like all of the different temple, the not the candelabras, the menorahs, all of the different things that they have in the temple. They've got all those pieces made. They're ready to go. Yeah, I remember when the first red heifer was born. I don't know how many years ago, but yeah, they've been getting that set up and ready to go. So I don't know.
If you ever see the Dome of the Rock get destroyed, just run.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's World War III, probably.
Yeah. Well, I've understood that Dome of the Rock will be gone sooner or later.
I mean, it might not be April 8th. It may not be during the eclipse, but you can definitely see signs and stuff, leading up to weird stuff.
Yeah.
Look at what they're doing at our border. I mean, why are they not stopping people coming into our country? It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, that's the only way the Democrats are going to win, is by getting them to vote for them.
You can wear masks and you don't have to have ID and you can vote. And by the way, here's a firearm and some money.
Yeah. I want a phone.
Yeah. I never thought about Stern. That's true.
About what?
Yeah, Yankee Watchdog is saying, sounds like you guys go down the same rabbit holes.
Oh my God, sometimes they're so deep.
I used to, man. I really did. I used to, and then it was too much. I'm just like, I just got to go back to my life and just not, because it was like a bad drug, It was like taking over.
Your brain starts smoking. Like, you're like, oh my God, I'm overloaded with information.
Right? It's like, oh, I still got bills to pay, and why haven't I gone to work? Oh, because I'm so deep in this rabbit hole, I can't get out.
I've been stuck at a couple of good ones before, but I'm never bored. Or no, he's always listening to stuff about health and fitness and stuff. Well, not always, but a lot of the time it's like that's what he brings to me, and I'm the one that brings to him all the rabbit holes I've been down. Guess what I heard today? And did you know this is what's going? I just go through a list of stuff every day. I've got something to have to tell him about because I love rabbit holes.
Well, but I love them too, but then it gets to a point where it's like, I don't know if I want to know all this shit, because hey, Oahu, aloha, brother.
They're getting off. Right, yeah.
Aloha. I don't want to say your name because I don't know if you don't want your name, but Oahu Rooter.
Yeah.
Aloha. Welcome. Good to see you.
Sounds like a plumber.
I know.
Yeah, I know who it is. I just don't know if you want his.
I know who it is.
Name, so I don't want to say his real name, but
yeah, it's all good.
I've known him for more than 8-9 years, maybe.
So there was a concert in Russia that was bombed. Who's responsible? What was?
They're saying ISIS was.
What's that?
They're saying that ISIS was responsible, but that the Ukrainians prepared like ammunition and the way in and out and provided logistics. Again, this is hearsay, right? So I don't know what's true and what's not, but
yeah.
I know originally they said 60 people were killed. I read yesterday there was over 130.
Well, I saw pictures today of them trying to dig through the rubble, and it looked like it was pretty bad.
It's like, I don't believe the Ukrainians did it because they're so bogged down trying to like protect land. I can't see them going after like civilians when they're legitimately fighting the Russian army. Why would they? Doesn't make sense to me. They would try to hit Putin or some armed forces, but
yeah, you'd think
probably not civilians.
Hey, aloha.
What's up, GMA?
Oh, Grandma Merkel. I haven't seen her in a while. So what did you guys catch that when Tucker Carlson did that interview with Putin? Putin had a packet of information that he pulled out of the archives and things that was supposed to help Tucker understand Russian history a little bit better. I mean, we're not taught the same stuff they are, Anyway, he acted when Putin went to give it to him, he acted like he didn't even want it. And I heard, there was stuff out of the archives, probably stuff we've never seen, and none of it had been translated. But if I could get my hands on that stuff, get it translated, I'd love to know what he gave him. I'm so curious.
Yeah, me too. Did you watch that whole thing?
I did.
I just watched pieces of it. I didn't have time.
Yeah, I started to, and then I'm like, with the translator, and I'm just like, I'll watch it later, and then I just never got back to it.
I watched the whole thing, and it was like a whole year of history class in high school in like 1 hour.
That's what I heard. Yeah, that's what I
terrible.
Was like. But I mean, I'd love to see what papers he gave him and what information. I'm very curious.
Hey, Tony Howie. Aloha.
It also brought something into perspective for me too that I hadn't thought about in a long time. And they were just talking about, Russian history has gone on, how many, czars have they been through, how many thousands of years of history they have. But here we are, the United States is such a young country. And I don't know, it made me really think about things and, how we are really such a young country, and it is kind of an experiment, trying to get this Constitution thing to work. And it'd still be fine if we didn't have these corrupt people in the government, but
And that just keeps getting worse. The corruption, worse and worse and worse every day.
yeah.
And what sucks about that is because that starts from the top, and then every part of the government, all the way down to law enforcement, is corrupt. You know what I mean?
Well, at least partially.
I know there's still good people here, but man, I don't know. I always knew, you know, that things would be difficult at this point in our lives. Always been prepared for this time, but some of the things that are happening, I don't think I really knew what to expect, but this isn't what I expected. Do you know what I mean?
Yep. I know exactly what you mean.
And then I just saw today, does Kate Middleton have cancer?
Yeah.
Her and the king.
I heard a bunch of different things about that, but go ahead. I heard that she isn't around anymore, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Well, there was a couple months ago, they had a little ceremony with a boot that they were carrying on horseback, and it was a bunch of, I don't know if it was government or if it was military, I don't even remember, but it was basically the boot symbolized somebody in the royal family was missing or gone or had died or something. It had been a couple of months ago.
Yep. That's similar to what I heard.
Yeah. And I don't know. The only reason I even pay attention to it is because my mother's Australian, and so, you know, they were part of the Commonwealth. So I've always grown up following the royals, but I don't know, there's some weirdness going on there.
Weirdness going on everywhere.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Mom.
Oh, is that your mother?
Aloha, Mom. So now Dave's real brother and real mom is here.
Hey, Mom.
And my second mom.
Are now famous.
Mom is awesome. Mom used to whoop my ass when I was 10, 11 years old and didn't listen. That's when she became my second mom. She beat my ass too, so I got two moms. She was a damn good mom too.
She was, and she still is.
It still is. Yep, kept us in line.
Very few moms that could have put up with what I did to her. Put her through.
Right. Yeah. And then there's my real mom too, which was a great mom, but man, you put your mom through. My mom had it easy compared to what your mom had to go through.
I blame it all on you. I think you're the bad influence here.
Most of it was my fault. But then when I got home to my mom, then most of it was your fault. See how that works?
Absolutely.
But if it wasn't for both moms, we probably wouldn't be here today. Or we'd be behind bars doing this from behind bars.
So Steve, how long have you been in Hawaii now? I'm guessing like 16 years.
Almost, yeah. It's like 15. Oh shoot. It might be 16.
Wow.
No, it's 15. It's 15, yeah.
Wow.
But when I met Nina, I stopped counting because when I met Nina, it became home.
I thought for sure you moved to Hawaii that you're going to have this really dark, deep tan.
Well, damn, why does my thing keep messing up?
I don't know, I'd be up on the beach every day if I was there.
I do have a tan, trust me. It's just like put it this way, I never wear shorts because I got skinny chicken legs.
Well, you'll
So if
fit
I
right
would
in
put
over
shorts
there.
on and you would see my legs, and then I held my arm up to my leg, you'd be like, "Oh, you are super tan." Good.
I just want to put my feet in some warm sand. I'm so sick of the snow.
Got my toes in the water, ass in the sand. Not a worry in the world, the cold bear in the hand. Life is good today. Sorry, you said that. Music
A
always
shrimp
pops in my head.
might, swim up that behind. You got to be careful about sitting in that water.
I don't remember the last time I've been in the water. That's the funny part. It's like when I moved here, I'm thinking, I'm going to Hawaii. All I do is work. So I'm never the closest I'm at the beach is if one of my customers lives on the water and I can take pictures and be like, oh sweet, there's the ocean. And then I go back to work.
Well, it's not like plumbers work out in the sun. You know?
Right?
Lauren says, seen bittered eggs on a bar stool.
You have.
You're fine. You're fine.
No,
And I was always a Oahu rooter. Howley's rule. Is that how it's spelled? I can never remember how to spell it. How it's pronounced Howley's. So
what is that?
it's basically, to me, I think it's a derogatory word. I think it's like a racist word.
It's like honky.
Like honky.
Yeah. It's just Native Hawaiians people way of calling white people. Like, fucking Howley. Fucking Howleys.
Is he saying cracker?
Yeah.
Basically.
That's Stephen was saying, yeah, that he is. Oh boy, that's funny.
Salted or non-salted?
Saltine.
Yeah, I mean it's been cold here in Michigan so long. I'm thinking about going to the tanning booth just so I can pretend to feel the sun again.
I used to do that before I moved out here. I forgot all about that. So you just said I used to do that every winter. I would go to tanning booth just because it felt good. You get that 20-minute fake tan.
Hey, so I forgot to ask you earlier. We were talking about this big noise that was going on in your house. You thought it might have been a mongoose or something running around. I never did.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, I never did ask you, like, what kind of, since I never read anything about Hawaii, what kind of, you guys have, like, what, snakes and what kind of critters?
No snakes. There's 0 snakes. No skunks. No.
Squirrel?
Only reason we have no squirrels. The only reason we have mongoose is because there was a rat problem. There still is a rat problem. And the smart, intelligent Einstein government was like, well, we'll bring mongoose in and they'll get rid of the rats. And then they did. And then they're like, oh, wait, mongoose hunt during the day and rats hunt during the night. So now we got a mongoose problem and a rat problem.
So what else you got? I mean, just mongoose?
No, well, I know we don't have snakes, skunks, squirrels, all that shit. Deer. I know there's deer on other islands, but on this island there's no deer.
No possums, spiders, nothing like that?
Oh, spiders, yeah, spiders everywhere.
Okay.
Possums? No, I don't think possums either. See, I never even thought about it. As long as I've been here, I never even thought about this shit. Wild pigs.
Thinking about it.
Yeah,
When you said mongoose might be in my house, I was like, what the hell?
We had one before in our garage, and I had to go and buy one of those cages and we caught it. And it was like I wouldn't say baby, but it wasn't full adult either. So it was like a teenager. It was a teenager mongoose. And those suckers are mean, dude. And because when I caught it in the cage, I was actually getting like close to actually look at it. And it started hissing, and holy man, I couldn't imagine getting bit by one of those.
Ew.
Dude, Angel says they got scorpions.
Oh,
I'm not sure about scorpion, not on this island anyway, but yeah, Oahu River, flying cockroaches. Yes, that I don't think I'm used to that yet because I was told like there's a lot of cockroaches. Oahu's got a cockroach problem. They're everywhere. You can't get rid of them. And I was like, yeah, and then I get here and then there's cockroaches flying, and I'm like, what the was it? Oh, it was just a cockroach. I'm like, no, that thing was flying. They're like, yeah, it's a cockroach.
That's a delicacy in some places.
Flying cockroaches. How did that happen? How did cockroaches just be like, man, it sure be sweet if we could fly up there instead of having to crawl on the wall?
Have you seen any sharks when you've been at the beach?
Nope. I thought I did once, but nope. And because I thought I did, I lost my freaking expensive ass sunglasses I had at the time because I was on a paddleboard. And I was like, and I freaked out.
Have you been snorkeling?
Delicacy in Detroit.
Yeah, that's right. We got them big cockroaches.
Shoot, I remember doing plumbing in Detroit, and me and my buddy Nate, he used to own some rental houses, and we worked together, and he'd be like, oh, man, I got to stop at this one rental real quick. They don't have no heat. Something's up with the furnace, and we get there, and the furnace was out because there were so many cockroaches that they kept putting the pilot light out on the furnace.
Ew.
Craig the Hunter is here.
Oh, Craig.
All right, we made it. We know we made it if Craig's here, so. Good to see you, brother Craig.
Oh, man.
Rooster Craig Byrne.
Oh, wasn't that Rooster Cogburn? Wasn't that an old John Wayne movie?
Was it? I'm not sure. I get
Steve.
Yeah, it's John Wayne.
Was that an old John Wayne movie?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, it was.
That's the one he won his Oscar for.
Oh, listen, he's over here spouting facts about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, True Grit or Rooster Cogburn?
Well, is it true?
True Grit was the first one. Rooster Cogburn was the sequel.
Okay, because True Grit I've heard of.
Yeah.
But I've always been a movie buff, but not really John Wayne.
Yeah. Yeah. John Wayne. Yeah. If you want a really good one, watch Hatari.
That is a good one. I don't like those movies, and I like that one.
Yeah. He's a game ranger in Africa. He actually set a world record that still stands in that movie for catching, I think it was a wildebeest.
Is it? Mm-hmm. I just remember that's Henry Mancini did the music for the Baby Elephant song.
Oh, yeah.
That's in that movie. That's why I love it.
Yeah, Hatari's a good movie. It's a way good movie.
But what was the one we were just watching with he has the daughter and the crazy wife that moves back home?
Oh, that's McClintock.
What was that? McClintock. Okay, I like that one too.
Yeah.
That was funny.
McClintock's a good one.
They're all the where he spanked his wife or spanked her. Oh my god, that was crazy.
She was ornery though. She deserved it.
Yeah, Maureen O'Hara. She starred with him in Big Jake.
One more.
Yeah, a couple others.
What was the one that they did down where everybody got cancer? She was in that one too.
Oh, in Kanab?
What they filmed one down in that
Kanab.
area. Yeah, and there was all
the Downwinders.
Yeah, the Downwinders, and they all got cancer. She was in that one.
Oh, was she? I can't remember.
I
She
can't
was in.
either,
She was
but-
in several.
Yeah.
But yeah, Big Jake, Rio Lobo, El Dorado.
I've seen that one.
I
I used to watch these with my dad when I was a kid, so that was fun.
I've heard of a bunch of those, but I never.
Yeah, they're a good watch if you want real tough guy, manly man shows. Well, let's see. No, that one's. That one is Real Lobo. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But
Okay. Uh-oh, where'd Dave go?
Oh, Dave dropped again. He's actually doing.
Oh, he says he'll be back in 5
Because
minutes.
normally it's his connection, but he usually drops down like 20 times an hour. So that's only twice so far today. So that's like a record.
We still got service here too, and it's snowed twice since we started. I'm surprised.
Yeah, snow.
We've got lilac
That's so
blossoms
long.
and apricot blossoms about to come out though, and I just hope they don't freeze. Really want that fruit this year.
you can freeze the crab apples.
Yeah, the crab apples. I don't care.
I guess you can make good jam out of them though.
Jelly. Yep.
Yeah, that's the thing that is weird because I guess it's no matter where you're at, if you're used to where you are, you just get used to it and take advantage of it. But yeah, because growing up in Michigan, I remember that it's like, oh, I hope it doesn't ruin my crops or my, garden. Here, it's a garden, 365 days a year. What happened, Dave? Are you coming back up? I see you in chat now, but you're not coming back up. What the hell?
Let's do it.
And they grow here.
Okay, let's do it.
As one of our $209, but
Okay, it better grow.
yeah.
Sorry.
In
No,
4 minutes.
What's that?
Dave said he's coming back up in 4 minutes. What is it in 4? What?
I don't know.
Did you have to restart your computer? Is that what it takes? 4 minutes?
I don't know.
How do you have that time down to the minute? 2 minutes, minute and a half.
How long are we going today? I need to
Oh,
go.
that's
My
what
mother.
I was like, Dave, what's going on? Because I was going to say we're at the 2 hour mark, and that's usually about the 2 hours. So now he's at 3 minutes. So we'll wait for Dave to come back up. And
Okay. Hey, it's sure been nice to catch up, though. It's been a long time.
it has. It's weird because
My-
even like not knowing you moved, and it's been almost or about a year since you have, and it's like, but it just seems like 2 weeks ago we were on a panel together.
Yeah.
Like how? But it's actually been a long time.
It has been. I got so busy with that other channel, too, that I couldn't even breathe. I'm glad I'm done with that. I'm just going to do my own stuff on my own channel. Did I show you the animation my daughter did? The intro?
Yep. Yeah, you sent that to me. That was really cool.
Yeah, she did a good job. I just told her basics of what I wanted, but I said, you do whatever you want. And I was really pleased with it. I can't wait to show it off.
Yeah, it is cool.
She's
Really
working
cool.
on my outro right now. And I told her, every couple of years, I'm going to need a new one. But it was crazy. It took her, she's shown me, how she does her animation, and it took her a long time. She went to school for it, got her bachelor's, learned how to use, some really nice software and things to do it. But the time it takes, and like it took her, I think, just for 15 seconds, she worked for 2 months part-time on it. It took like,
wow.
I can't remember how many hours, but it's just the time. It's so labor intensive that, so I just.
No, I know. Yeah, a lot of work goes into that for sure.
I sat and watched her do it, and it blew me away how long it takes, to get out just 15 seconds. It's crazy.
Hey, why is Dave's not here twice?
I don't know.
Say something, Dave, so I know which one to take down.
Dave's not here.
Man.
There you go. But no, yeah, because I just watched it twice while you were saying that, and I'm gonna watch it a third time because it is super cool. And I used to not but I get it now, like how much work goes into something.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, 16 seconds, but it's like, no,
It
months.
took 2 months working. I mean, she has a full-time job, you know, that she's already got, and she did this in her own, you know, in her own time. But it took about 2 months part-time work just for 16 seconds. And so, you know, it drives me nuts knowing that when people will come to artists and say, hey, I'll give you the exposure if you'll do this for free. That's not okay. It's just, you don't understand the software and the computers and the equipment and the time to learn how to do it. And, you know, all the time she spent in school, everything. It makes me angry now when people just expect artists to just do it like that, you know?
Right.
That's
I
not,
mean,
that's not right.
my shorts are less than 60. All shorts are less than 60 seconds. And for the shorts I do from the podcast is minimum 2 hours. I mean, sometimes up to 4. And the only reason I'm down to like 2 now is because I've done so many, you know, you get better but it still takes minimum, you know, 2 hours just to make a 60-second short. There's just so much involved.
For me, it's always finding the song for the stupid short.
Mm.
Like
I've
my
had
music.
really good luck with my music lately for that, but
I'm picky about it. Trying to like stay on topic with the music. But I think I'm done being picky. By the way, my phone died completely. Fell on the floor. I had it plugged in right, but it wasn't actually all the way pushed in, so it's just like gone. I blame my brother.
nice going, James.
But you know what though? I've learned that though, Dave, with the those kinds of shorts that I used to do the shorts where you just hit record for 15 seconds or 60 seconds and then you add a song and then that's the short.
Yeah.
I found out that it doesn't make a difference, the song or the, you know, because I used to like make a big deal about that too. But now my shorts I go in and have to cut and clip and edit and, you know, basically from the stream, the most recent stream. So I'll take like 10-minute section and edit that down to less than 60 seconds. And every split second counts.
Mm-hmm.
So it's.
I'm trying to learn how to put videos together and edit now, you know, because when I was doing that other channel, I just did live streams. It's easy to do live streams, but I'm having to learn a lot right now. So I haven't done anything on my channel for, I think, since August. I needed a break.
It's almost like you need a college course to work YouTube and all these different things.
It'd help. It really would.
I mean, I'm watching endless videos. I'm like, is this really worth it? I've been working for a month and got 70 subscribers. I think I'm going to stop.
Hey, man, I've been doing this for over. Hey, calm down, buddy. Hold on. All right, go on.
Is that your dog?
Pablo had to stretch his legs.
Oh, okay.
But I've been doing for 2.5 years. So yeah, it took me. Like anything takes time. Earth Angel, mahalo, thank you.
Yeah, that was nice.
All right, Earth Angel gets her own thank you video. Here we go.
Awesome! Holy moly! That's right, brother. Nice. That was freaky.
I like that one.
Oh, that was freaky. I used to have like 6 or 7 of those that I did, but I only got 2. I only saved my 2 favorite. So
I have a question for Kermit. I just wondering how you got that nickname.
That's my middle name.
Oh, okay.
It was my grandfather's name. His was Kermit Stephen, and I just got Stephen Kermit.
That is so crazy because I grew up watching the Muppets. So
Yeah, this was before.
This
Well,
was
I was
like-
born in '71, so it was kind of before the Muppets, but basically when it started Sesame Street.
yeah, I'm a 74, so not too
Yeah,
far.
so yeah, you can imagine growing up through the '70s and '80s with the middle name of Kermit. Yeah, there was a lot of ridicule.
I mean, I would have just embraced that.
Yeah, I have now.
You did.
But growing, as a kid, yeah, it it caused a lot of issues, but it's all good now.
Yeah, I'm
That's funny.
familiar with that.
Middle name was Steven, and that's how my name is Steven. But
It
his
reminds
first
me
name
of
was
that.
Gary. His first name's Gary. That was supposed to be my middle name, but then my mom's like, let's go with Craig, because I have a feeling in 47 years, Steve's going to run into a guy named Craig the Hunter. And then Steve would have the same middle name as him. That's why my mom did it. I'm telling you.
Every time I hear that Steven, I think of the cable guy where he's in the jail and he puts his nipple up on the glass and he's like, I'm here for you, Steven.
Billy, I'm here for you, Steven.
I gave you free cable, man.
Forgot about
You
that.
got the dude in the background looking at him.
Oh no, did you
Wink.
catch that? Craig has an uncle named Adolf.
Wow.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's rough. That's a rough one.
Ooh. Don't go to Israel, bro.
Yeah. Not a good idea.
Oahu. My father gave him the middle name Turd, so I became a bummer.
So what do you think, Steve? We're over what, about 216?
Oh yeah, that's what when you lost signal and dropped down, that's what I was saying, because Heather was asking how long, and I said usually about 2 hours, but I'm like, well, we got to wait 4 minutes for Dave to come back now.
Yeah, I saw you on my other computer. I'm like, yeah, keep ripping on me. Wait till I get my phone back up.
So yeah, we are over 2 hours, and I want to thank everyone in chat for spending over 2 hours with us on your Sunday, because I know you guys could be doing many, many, many other things, but you decided to hang out with us instead, and I appreciate that. I appreciate
Much
everyone.
appreciated.
And I appreciate the super chats, Boltonator, Steven Skibba, William Gramer, and Creek Squad. Appreciate the and Earth Angel, the super chats. You guys are awesome. And James, this James guy keeps popping up. I don't know.
I know, man. He's just a talkaholic now.
No, and then I love you, James, my brother. And Martha, Mom, I love you.
Yeah, we got to
And-
get moms on here one day. Maybe we get
Yeah.
my mom and your dad at one time.
That would be cool. Wow, that would be really cool.
They can compare notes from when you were kids and find out all the stuff you guys did.
Yeah.
Just a
Me
heads
and
up.
me and Dave would probably find some things out. Like, really? I didn't even know that.
Just a heads up. Steve's talking to, I think, a comedian guy that may come on in the future.
Yep. I can't remember it's either not next Sunday, but I think the following, maybe. I still haven't confirmed, but Tyler Morrison, he's a comedian, gonna be a guest, and Nick Johnson also, which I haven't confirmed on the date, but 2 guests coming up.
Eventually, if I ever, maybe I'll bring my guy on here or on mine, but I got a guy who was on America's Got Talent who plays the saxophone and sings for a living. He's really cool. His name's Herbie Russ. He goes downtown dressed up as a homeless guy, and people give him money, and then he goes and buys like shaving kits and stuff for people and gives them out. Really cool guy.
That is cool to do that, and then that's what he does with the money. That's awesome.
Yeah, he plays the piano and sings on the street corner, and they give him money, and then he goes out and hands out stuff. He's a really great guy.
I like
Yeah,
that.
we definitely got to have him on.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be awesome. You know, I have been trying, I've reached out to so many different people for my own channel, you know, trying to do a collaboration. You know, nobody has taken me up on it yet, except for, well, you did, Steve, when there was.
I remember we did that
before,
one.
but I've been reaching out to a bunch of people lately, and I just can't get anybody to respond.
It is hard because I was, when I first started doing it like 2 months ago, I probably had 50 emails, messages, and it's just, but then once I started getting like one or two, it was weird. Then the last one, they emailed, I didn't even ask them. They emailed me and said,
yeah,
maybe I could be a guest on your podcast. And I'm like, really? Like, wow, that's weird.
Hey,
I didn't even have
Steve, are we doing that poll now, or is that something for later?
what poll?
I
forgot I did a poll earlier.
Yeah.
Wait.
Is that for later or no?
No, it's now. I was actually just gonna end it. I forgot about it. It got 40 votes, and it here I'll just end it since it's at an even 40. And there it is. So, did you lose your job by refusing to get the 75% no, 15% yes, and 10% almost did but didn't.
Okay.
Nice. That's good. Small percentage. Too much though. Too many. Oh my God! My mom's offering to tell lots on my boys. I can mute you, Mom, right now. I mean,
Did
I
you,
wouldn't.
Steve? William Kramer Jr. gave you a donation.
Oh yeah, super chat. Hello, William. Oh wait, for William, I didn't even. I hope I still got it.
Hey, it's Too Tall Rob. What's up?
Too Tall. What's up, Too Tall? For
He had
William
the funniest
Kramer,
short. Oh my
this
God.
was for William Kramer. This was a damn good show. I downloaded that clip, that noise, just for William. So. And Too Tall, good to see you, brother. Too Tall texted me last week some sweet pictures. I don't know where he was at.
Oh, dude, he had this awesome short. He's on like this, like a low rider bike riding across the street, and then kind of wipes out and gets up smoking a cigarette. It's hilarious.
Yeah. And then he sent me a picture of a sweet car.
Oh, okay. Holding back on the car, eh?
I gotta get going, but it's been nice.
I was gonna say, so thank you for coming on. Oh, look who came to say hi.
Oh, there's Nina.
Hey, Nina.
Hello, lovely.
Hello.
Anarchy Television, aloha.
Hi, Snoop. Indy. Sorry. Went to church earlier, and there was a really big accident.
Oh.
2 people died right on my way to church.
Which church you go to? One Ever or the one in Winnie?
Ever Beach, still on.
Wow, and Ever there was?
Yeah, there was two bicyclists. So yeah, the lady died. It was still on the road when I passed both times. But good to see y'all.
Good to see you, Nina.
Hey, media. Aloha, Snoops.
Well, you guys take care. We'll see you again soon, I
See
hope.
you, Heather.
Nice talking with you guys. Nice talking to you, Kermit.
It's great talking with you, meeting you.
It's been fun.
They're good. She brought them earlier.
You brought your chickies? Your little
She brought
chickies?
them in earlier and showed eggs.
I'll have to send you some pictures, Nina. I've got a bunch of videos and pictures of. We got some cool stuff.
Hey, Alice P.
If you didn't live in Utah, I'd ask for some of those brown eggs, but
Send them from freeze-dried ones.
Yeah.
And for everyone in chat, I have Heather's channel link pinned at the top. So make sure you go
thank
subscribe
you.
to her and show love and support. And
Yeah.
I'm coming back soon.
and make sure you check out Dave's Not Here's channel. Also, he's
Yeah.
just getting started on trying to grow it.
And Nina's channel.
And Nina, she'll be back. Everyone, I tell her, everyone asks about her all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think I've been busy with work and everything else. And yeah, so I haven't been on YouTube. But
Stupid inflation, right?
yeah, you gotta work. You gotta work.
Yeah.
But nice to see y'all. My mom had her 90th birthday yesterday. The whole family's here. My
Wow.
daughter and her 2 boys are here. And it was a big shebang yesterday. So
Shebang.
yeah, it was nice.
Well, happy birthday to Nina's mom.
90.
And yeah, actually, today is her actual
Yeah.
birthday.
Okay.
The party was yesterday.
All right.
Guys,
Well, it's good to see everybody. You guys have a good night. We'll see you later.
You as well.
All right, you too. Heather, Kermit, much love.
thank you,
And
thank you,
much
Sue,
love.
Wolverine. Thank you, everybody, for the
Oh,
birthday.
amazed by all those chickens.
and the eggs, she gets the 5-gallon buckets.
Oh
She
my
gets
God.
like multiple of those. She says she has. It's just
I'd
like
be,
so many.
I'd be having
I don't
egg
know what to do.
salad for years. Oh my God.
It's one hell of an egg salad. Egg
Good night,
salad.
Mom.
Hey, Mom. Good night. Love you, Mom.
Love you, Mom.
So, all right. Everyone, make sure you're subscribed to Heather and make sure you're subscribed to Dave. Dave and I might start doing one live during the week. So you got to be subscribed to him in order to get the notification. But we'll let you know when that's final. But until then, any final thoughts? David.
I would just say God bless everyone out there. I'm praying for all of you and take care of yourselves. Good to see you.
Right on. Good to see you. Hang out for a minute, Dave. After I close this out. Hang
All
out
right, cool.
backstage for a sec. And everyone in chat, thank you. If you guys weren't here, this would be pointless for us to do. So thank you guys. I love all of you, and so does Pablo, right? Just don't start acting weird on the 8th, okay? Just don't start acting weird on April 8th.
Might bite your ankles.
So with that being said, have a beautiful morning, beautiful day, beautiful afternoon, evening, beautiful afternoon, beautiful night, whatever it may be, wherever you are. Much love, much aloha. Most importantly, God bless. If someone doesn't like what they're listening to, turn the fucking channel. What's up, everybody?
What's up? What's up? What's going on?
What's up, brother?
What's up, everybody?
I'm loving this where the guy comes in and interviews the host. This is wonderful.
I did almost kill my dad once.
Oh yeah. You don't want to be the first guy to laugh. No.
Come on, man.
No, he's known for dropping deuces on the dang stage.
Fell into it. It was a terrible bad habit, and there was no mentor there to tell me, hey, stop doing that.
They need us.
You're just taking up space. All right, bitch, why don't you go first?
You're like a wanted man, Ronnie.
Got him.
They can kiss my ass, though, I'm saying.
Ronnie got hit again. Oh, yes, he did. I think he did. Dude, tell us, Ronnie, how much of that do you have in here?
It's fucking great story. I had so many questions.
Opinion. Most of the things I talk about are my opinion. Don't we all have our own opinions of how things look to us and, what we think is going to happen and everything?
And if you work hard enough, you can achieve whatever you want.
We all have an opinion, so what the hell have they got against mine?
You
have the wrong
opinion. I couldn't always afford stuff to grill, and so I was like living off the dollar menu.
Sometimes when I think about it, I think I must be going insane. This can't be the way it is. Like, we cannot be at this point of censorship. Am I wrong? Because tend to agree with most things you guys or Ronnie might say on his channel.
Well, I don't agree with everything that Ronnie shares. You know, he and I have talked about a lot of things that we do agree on and a few things that we don't, but it doesn't matter. He should still have the right to say them.
Yeah, that's the main point. Those conversations need to take place.
She just came after my shit joke, but then gave props to Steve Harloha's fart.
If you look at the results of something, you can see the intentions of the people that created the situation.
30 days of no power and water in America, probably 70% of the American population ain't gonna make it. And a lot of crooked government want to make money off of it.
The cops are minutes away when seconds count, guys. And we're just gonna have to fucking own that as red-blooded Americans and take our stripes and go take our fucking country back.
It's that easy. Yep.